Can't just post that. Might want to cut out that first 30 seconds.
No, that's real life, kids. Real life in these streets. All right, well, shit. We don't already got all on there the preliminaries, so let's hop right on into it, Jay.
All right. The fifth was the fifth
The
podcast.
motherfucking podcast. Got it. Hell yeah. All right, shit. DTF in the building, drunk tank firm, you know what I'm saying? Got it always with the shit. My glass is going in and out. My glass is going in and out. Of course, I could never do this so well by myself. So I got with me.
Holla, holla, holla. Hollywood in the house.
Hollywood, what's happening? What's happening, sis? How you be?
Man, I'm good. I'm good. It's a good day. Today is a good day. I mean, they all are, but today was a good one.
You know what? I'm gonna mention my background in a little bit, but since today was a good day, let's talk about your day so I can go ahead and lose my shit real quick. What was your day about today?
I started off with the house of the Lord, went to the house of the Lord, praise him, and then met up with a friend for brunch. It was so good. We tried a new restaurant. It was so good.
You want to shout out the restaurant, or you want to shout out what y'all had? Y'all had a beverage or two? What y'all did?
The restaurant, I ain't really got to shout them out, but we were out in Oak Park. But it was a Mexican restaurant.
Okay.
And I can't remember the name of the dish, but it was steak and chips and salsa with green salsa and black beans and nothing but deliciousness. And then we had to order French toast. So we always, just order for the table and then just eat off of it. But it was so freaking good. And then we just had bottomless mimosas, which was a waste because neither one of us are real drinkers. So it was like, yeah, we barely got through a bottle. A bottle? Yeah.
That's crazy that they even let y'all. So what tripped me out was, what time did you get back to your domicile?
A little after 6.
That's crazy. A little after 6 from brunch. So what time did y'all meet up?
We met up at like 1:15. We didn't get seated till about 2:00.
And that's the setup for my bullshit for me to all the way fucking explode. All the way fucking explode. Hey, I'm with all this shit. And I'm in some marketing shit right now. So marketing, hey, I remember I first heard that IBM, fuck what their technology was, computers or whatever. They're a marketing company because you can have the best product, but if you don't have a marketing organization to push that product properly, then it's just gonna sit there and be dormant. So I'm all about the marketing. But how the hell is y'all having brunch, which is code for breakfast / lunch, well after lunchtime? That's all I'm on. That's all I'm on. That's all I'm on. I'm being that dude right now for no reason at all. Like, I don't have to do this. You're right. I chose this. I woke up and I chose violence. It wasn't brought to my front door at all. It wasn't at my doorstep. I wake up, sun is shining, birds are chirping. Okay,
yes,
that's how I wake up. You understand? But at the same time, look, lunch begins at noon. So if you're talking about a combination or some type of marriage of brunch, of breakfast and lunch, that's got to be 10, 11 o'clock at the latest. Otherwise, it's lunch.
In all fairness,
and I'm
they
not
stopped serving. And in all fairness, they did stop serving food at 2:30. And then they take a break from 2:30 to 4, and 4 starts the dinner time.
They had a
if that makes you feel any better.
Nah, it ain't making me feel no type of way. I'm dug in. Yo, I ain't tripping on nobody because we got a brunch spot out here, and they do get it popping at like 9:30, 10 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? So you can get your drunk righteously. You feel me? Yeah, wobbling at noon. You know what I'm saying? Wobble, doing a stanky leg, all that shit. But like, there's so many brunch spots. that don't even open until like noon, 1 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? And it's just it's
I
funny
don't
to
know
me.
those. We need to find one of those because obviously when we get together,
Uh,
it's a good time.
let me live in this life. Bitch, today did
Oh,
no
oh, oh,
research.
oh, my bad.
I ain't did no research. I'm just sipping good. That's all. That's all. I really wasn't even on shit with that one. I just wanted to goddamn kick some bullshit off.
Whatever. I mean, it is what it is. I got to go to the house of the Lord first. So
No doubt. No doubt. He don't
can't
deliver.
stand you. The house of the Lord or the brunch spot? Like, where is this? I don't even want to give your comment a title because I'm about to say, where's this ignorance going? But I'm not gonna do that. I'm not.
You can't you can't Uber Eats your Jesus.
What? I didn't hear what you said.
I said you can't Uber Eats your Jesus.
I mean, technically, I guess I could, because I could do the online service. Yeah, that's for when I'm out of town.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Yeah, it definitely. You know what I'm saying? I just love when people just take something and run with it. You know what I'm saying? Brunch. Oh yeah, let's meet up for brunch. What time you want to meet? How about how about one? Is one good for brunch? At that
Basically,
point,
yeah.
at that
It's
point,
just lunch. It's just
that might
lunch.
I don't know, it might be supper. You know, I never did figure out what supper is, you know what I'm saying?
I think supper is like 3 to 5,
You know what I'm saying?
but yeah, I mean, but brunch goes until like 2:30, 3 o'clock at the latest, and then 2 o'clock, yeah, 3 o'clock at the latest, and then you can't get brunch no more. The breakfast items and all that is gone unless they serve breakfast all day. So there's the cutoff time.
So brunch is when you serve breakfast during lunchtime. Let's just make it that.
Or lunch during breakfast time, because brunch when they're open for brunch, they usually open at, depending on the restaurant, starting at 7 or 8, and then they'll go until between 2 to 3. Most places close at 2.
Yeah. Yeah, I ain't gonna go too hard on this one because I might be shouting out, you know, it might be some friendly fire on this if I keep going talking about some lunch at breakfast time because I know it's a ton of spots that's popping. Talking about they brunch spots. Man, wish you would roll up at 9 o'clock. You better have two, three. Can I say blunts? So you can goddamn get ready for lunch because these motherfuckers ain't open until 11. And that's how you get away with saying bullshit.
That's your story. You sticking with it, huh?
I'm gone. Hey, but look, you see my background.
Yes, sir.
You see my
Claim it.
background, basic as hell. Looking real Hoosierish up in this motherfucker. Looking real Hoosierish up in this motherfucker because the NBA All-Star game, NBA All-Star weekend festivities in Indianapolis for 2024. It's on tape delay because ain't nothing happening in Indianapolis. That's crazy. I
It is something happening in Indianapolis All-Star Weekend.
uh but ain't nobody really show up. They just got like a bunch of, you know, clones and stuff, and they playing ball in the metaverse. Ain't nobody show up for that shit. Like going to Indianapolis, man. It's cold. Bro, it's snowing the ground out there.
They came here a couple of years ago. We got it in.
Yeah, but that's Chicago. It's different. Chi-Town representing kid, but not there. All right, so the All-Star game, people be like, All-Star game, they don't really play no more. Dunk contest, you know, low-key lane. They got a skills competition. Yeah, whatever. Three-point competition really be the biggest thing.
That's my favorite part of it.
But this year they did some extra. So there's a young lady named, I think this is her name, but this is Blame It on the Cup. One time, let me got down. WNBA player, Sabrina. God damn it. Hey, I'm 100 on the Sabrina. I can leave it right there, right? But I'm going to
Right.
be bold and brave and venture out. Sabrina Ionescu. That don't even roll off the tongue properly.
Okay. Bree, what she do? What Bree do?
Hey, she be shooting that thing. Hey, she be shooting that thing.
All in the wrist.
Man, all in the wrist, man. She be shooting that thing like Billy the Kid, boy. She be shooting that thing like Jesse James. She be shooting that thing. So she don't shot that thing so doggone ridiculously that they don't say, hey, man, she 100% like the best in the WNBA, best in history. And it's a young girl in college, Caitlin Clark, who might, you know what I'm saying, give a run for money when she get to the pro. But right now, it's all about BB, Bree. It's all about Sabs, Sabrina, and the SI. It's all about Ionescu. She got them eons. I'm done. So
please be.
it's all. She be shooting that thing. They say she shoot that thing so ridiculously. We have to query. I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna let that ride. Let me live.
Okay.
Could she possibly be the best shooter on Earth? Earth.
With an F.
3 of them hold. I'm sorry. Multiple F's. Wait a minute. What are we saying here? What are we saying here? We got Chef Curry and MP.
Man.
Right? So they don't got doggone made it happen. They gonna do a contest. Sabrina against Steph Curry. Like, yo, how insulting could this possibly be to Steph Curry? To have a lady talking about she can shoot, but you know what I'm saying? We in this whole thing where there might be something called equality. You know,
And when she won the All-Star, when she won the 3-point contest, the last one, she had more points than when Steph won his, right? If I remember correctly.
She set the record for like most points in any professional 3-point competition or something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know why you brought that up. Like that's relevant at all. You wanna tell me why that might be relevant?
Because you're debating who's the best. And don't get me wrong, I'm Steph Curry all the way. I'm a Steph Curry fan. However, numbers don't lie, right?
Oh shit! God damn it! You gotta let me know when you see the cup going. You're finna take a drink. You gotta chill. Shit. Damn. We'll edit that out. So. So it was a whole bunch of, obviously hoopla. You know what I'm saying? This is All-Star Weekend, so it's got to be about the hoopla. And there's one guy on NBA TV radio, and they ain't gonna shout out his name because hell with him. But at first he was going crazy, like, okay, you call this a competition, but he's shooting from the men's NBA line, she's shooting from the women's line. Like, how is that fair? That's not a fair competition. She's shooting from a closer distance. She said, hey, she said, hey, that's what I do. She said, that line don't mean nothing to me. She said, I'll be out there. She said, I'll be outside. She said, I'll be outside. Well, she said, whatever line y'all put on the floor.
Exactly. She was like, bring it. We can shoot from the same spot. What you want to do?
She said, man. And then my man came back with, but she shoots with a woman's ball. Okay, chill, bro.
Right, you just doing too much.
Yeah.
Just let it go.
Yeah.
Much.
So she got the shot in that thing and she went first. And she put up 26 points. Which, for somebody old school like myself, whatever. You know what I'm saying? We still repping Craig Hodges out this piece. We still repping Craig Hodges out this piece. They don't added quite a few points on this thing. We still repping Craig Hodges out this piece. Craig Hodges is really the king of the 3-point contest. We still repping Craig Hodges out this piece. All right. This whole episode is going to be titled Craig Hodges out this piece. Okay. But she got her 26 on.
Mm-hmm.
Which, let it be mentioned, I mean, I would let you mention it, but I know that you were busy all day today, so you and yesterday and the day before and things of that nature. Well, however you want to clean it up, go ahead. You want to. So the men's competition overall that included all the guys, from the NBA, and Steph didn't do that part. Yeah, that top score was 26 points. So she represented for herself.
I mean, all in the wrist. Shit pure.
But she did go first. And Steph Curry came out and he hit like the first 3 out of 5, 4 out of 5. And then I won't say fell off, but he was shaky. He was shaky. Shout out to Michael J. Fox. Canceled again. He was shaky.
He was shaky. So when you said he was shaky, you went wrong, and I was thinking of what's Nick Cannon's show? Wild 'N Out.
Yeah.
And then they got the referee, and when the jokes be shaky, shaky. Yeah, let's go there. Let's not go to other reference. All right.
You don't want to do the Michael J. Fox?
No, I don't.
Okay, bet. Okay. Muhammad Ali, I'm done. So.
Oh, don't be now. That's
Black History Month. It's Black History Month. You don't want me to shout out the greatest? He's the greatest of all time.
He is, but don't you be disrespectful to the greatest of all time.
So, Steph was sure stirring that pot real good because he was shaky. He was stirring that pot real good. He was shaky. But then, he called flame at the end, ended up with 29. I don't even know what else to do right now. He got his 29 on, so he won the competition. But
brought that heat though. He had to win that. She didn't give it to him. He had to win it.
Like twice he had to win it. Because she didn't give it to him, but then also he had to win that thing. Like, if he'd have lost, what would that look like? What would that mean? What would the interpretation have been if he lost?
Best 2 out of 3? I don't know.
Run it back type shit. That's till the street lights go off.
Man.
But it was definitely good pub. I don't know what the WNBA gonna do besides just, you're supposed to sell high. You buy low, sell high. Cause y'all don't support the WNBA. So,
you're right. You're right.
If y'all don't support the WNBA, then who will? That's like black folks in our communities. So, bang, right there, Killer Mike.
Okay, yeah. With the segue.
Killer Mike. Rashid, sis, Hood, Holly, can you give us a summary on the Killer Mike? You don't want to do that?
No, because I didn't get a chance to look at it again. I saw the first slide and sent it to you. So, okay, I can keep me honest. I'll say that. So it looked like Killer Mike was cutting hair. He a barber now? I don't know. Okay. Anyway, so he was talking about child support. And he was saying what the government needs to do is for the first 2 years of that child's life, keep me honest, is for the kid's father, the government, the state, to pay for that gentleman to complete a trade program, because we need more tradesmiths, whatever. I guess you can choose whichever trade you want to go into. And once he's done, then he's giving back to the community. He's he's being a productive citizen and can appropriately take care of his child. So, but who's doing that?
Who's doing what?
Who's going to do that? Who's going to fund that? Government don't want us. The government don't want. First of all, the government don't want Black folks doing nothing.
So steal my thunder, why don't you? Because I know we related and we grew up together sometimes in the same house at different. You know what I'm saying? Even though we don't really know each other and shit, that'd be the funniest shit when we be coming up with different shit. Like, nigga, I do not remember that. But further in his proposal was the idea that there also be different incentives involving or encouraging the mother and the father to marry, because that also strengthens the fabric of America, the environment, all of that stuff, right? So he went even furthermore with strengthening the community and this, that, and other. And there's so many, the is disproportionate the number of Black ladies that are going to and graduating from college compared to the young Black men. But then he had some story about some lady in his lifetime who was educated, and her husband was a tradesman, and he had businesses, and he had so even though he didn't go to college, he had those skills, those businesses, and that financial foundation, everything, which kind of allowed them to be equally yoked. I've heard that term once or twice.
Allowed them to be equally yoked financially? Is that what you mean?
We cannot let a nigga. We can't have a Black man have shit. I tell you that much right now. And that's, God damn it. The hardest thing in the world to do is be a Black man in America. I promise you that much. And look, so let me go back. Yeah, I slid that one in, even though we already had you. We can always run that back. We can run that back.
That's always that topic ain't gonna die.
Hey, shit, goddamn.
That's always a good one.
Shit, goddamn. So yeah, but I was saying the same thing that you said at first is the same thing that I was saying. I said GOT, it don't matter. But the same thing that you said was what I said is like, yo, Killer Mike, how are you trying to come at us speaking as though you are some type of educated individual with this proposal? And we know damn well ain't nobody got doggone in power trying to empower us. You know what I'm saying? Give us no type of got doggone avenue toward empowerment. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was just that was the first thing that came to my mind.
I mean, but you can have ideas, and it's only crazy until it happens, right?
Man, big facts. Big facts.
Because if you don't dream big, I mean, there wouldn't be so many inventions and things like that. But I mean, that would be lovely if that could happen, but man, oh man.
And as you say that, I just sparked a cigar, a custom cigar by my man Lamar J Exotic. You can go to the website, Lamar J Exotic Cigars, because that started with a dream of his. First time I met that young man, we was not talking about no cigars. We was having a drunk session. It was a fallout session, and this man had a dream, and he made it come to fruition. So I apologize, Killer Mike. Keep going with your I almost slipped up and called it propaganda. It's not propaganda. Continue to promote your program and continue those efforts to elevate our communities.
Yeah, because I don't understand, like, they took these programs out of schools. There's no trade programs in school. Like, there's no home ec. I mean, they went too far. I mean, they took all of that out of the high schools because, everybody's supposed to go to college, but we know that everybody does not go to college. It's not a secret. And it's so amazing to me that they have brought it back into schools, but not all the schools and not necessarily in our communities. Because when I go reffing in those lighter skinned neighborhoods,
Reffing?
officiating, refereeing.
Oh, okay, that's right. That's what you.
And I'm looking and I'm like, oh, y'all out here, y'all got y'all students out here building houses, houses, houses. Those opportunities still exist in their schools. They ain't in ours though. And you got some STEM programs, but again, depending on where you at, you go to one school, they whole third floor is all technology. Kids got 3D printers, 6, 7, 8 3D printers within the school just because they want to have them there. And you go somewhere else and they might have a 3D printer, but it don't work. So they took it out the schools and put it back, but they put it back in they left it in the schools where the kids have multiple options, and that's one of them. And in our communities where our options are fewer, that ain't where it is.
Let me shout out my limitations because it took me a quality 6 seconds to relate the 3D printers to my cousin who, put some stuff online, when he got his 3D printer, some of the creations that he made.
Mm-hmm.
But those first 5.9 seconds, I'm just thinking color printers. I'm just thinking color printers, like, yo. But you know what I'm saying? Like, we went to quality schools and we did have a computer class.
We did have, yes, I did learn. Yes, we did have a computer class. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I mean, since then, definitely,
And our school was college prep, so I don't know what it looks like now, what if their curriculum is any different. But like I said, the trade programs are not in they're not in all our schools. You might have some, every now and then, I can think of one on the south side, definitely that I'm aware of, with the assumption it's still there. But yeah, the setups be real. The lack of options be real. We still fighting for fresh fruit. Go ahead. What?
I was talking to our cousin overseas, talking about the food. I ain't even got time to get into that. But I want to bring up something else. Another concept that relates to what Killer Mike was talking about when part of that program proposal, second part was, encouraging trying to elevate the marriage rates. I was a whole 40 years old before I heard the term marriage material. And I'll never forget that. It was one of the more impactful moments of my life. And it happened just out of nowhere. Like, it almost didn't happen. It shouldn't have happened, because I'm just at work. And this girl talking about somebody, who this dude ain't even really part of our crew or whatever. But he was a young dude who was in college and he was getting some type of engineering degree. And she wasn't saying that he was cute. He wasn't, really sexy or attractive or whatever, this, that, and the other. But that mom was marriage material. And I was like, yo, that's crazy. I don't live the whole life and a half. And I ain't never really heard this term. I definitely was nowhere near focused on this term.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, high school we went to is college prep. I graduated college. You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to be, part of that upper echelon, so to speak, if there is one. Even though I didn't achieve, everything and achieve it in the proper way, but I was on that pathway. And I guarantee, man, I swear, just speaking upon the people that I rode with in college, nobody on that at all.
But you were probably considered marriage material. You went to school on a full ride, academic and athletic. Black man. Yeah, there was definitely some promise and some eyes like, okay. And you
Yeah,
ain't done. Yeah.
yeah. But they had no chance because I wasn't nowhere near on my own focused on that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
No intention of that. No aspect of marriage. Marriage.
And I think about like growing up. Okay, so we talk about the school that we went to, the high school we went to. And the difference in the conversation. So like when I listened to some of the young ladies talk, they talked about going to college to find a husband. What?
Yeah.
Now, I didn't go to a predominantly African American high school. I damn sure didn't go to a predominantly African American college. So I don't know that the conversations were different, but when I did go to a black college, yeah, I didn't hear that being said. Now, fast forward some years later, with social media and all this other kind of stuff, like when we talked about a couple of months ago about the young lady um who was saying that black women need to snatch up their husbands in college because once you get out of that, the marriage pool gets smaller, da 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 da. And so now we're telling our girls, some folks are telling, black women, find your husbands in college, but that ain't, yeah, that wasn't what we were doing. And I don't know. I mean, I can think off the top of my head a couple of reasons probably why they would say statistically, because um the marriage rate amongst African Americans versus whites are different, and more single parent homes, so that just wasn't a thought, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, that was always interesting to me when I would listen to them talk and be like, so go find you a husband, and you might graduate, but that ain't the goal. The goal is not to go to school, get your degree, so you can, get a good job, so you can find you a husband. Like,
Wow.
yeah, yeah,
That whole entire angle.
yeah. It was interesting. When I think back on those conversations, I'm like, it's a lot of stuff that was said that I didn't think about at the time, but think back on it, and I'm just like, what the frick?
Yeah.
The differences. Because the few of us black women that was, we were all college bound, but that was not our focus to go find us a husband, and we all went to college.
I mean, dare I ask, was y'all just some let's live life, explore, get out here and see what's going on? What was the conversation?
That we're going to college so that we can find us a good job. We,
Okay.
yeah, that was the goal. College was the stepping stone to gainful employment, good employment, job security. We have a talent, something we can market
That's real.
and make good money.
That's real. Damn.
Yeah.
Shit, hey, let's end it right there. We don't did it again. Goddamn it. If was a fifth, we be bringing that shit to y'all.
Woo.
We be bringing that shit to y'all. And let me just go ahead and get this in there, man. Hey, do the shit y'all know y'all supposed to do. Like, comment, subscribe, share, tell a friend and tell a friend. We in it bit. It ain't never gonna end. This is real life, every day, all day. I mean, why would you want it to stop?
Right. Can't stop, won't stop.
You already know what you did. You already know what you did. You gotta tell them no. You gotta tell them no. Hey, we out of here. If it was a fifth, the podcast DTF.
Holla, holla, holla. Hollywood, and I'm out.
Out of here. Love you, sis. Talk to you later.
Love you too. Bye-bye.